Source: Alex Adobe. Android Central. 10 years before the Google Pixel 6, there was another milestone Android device also developed in partnership with Samsung that represented a huge leap forwards for the platform. The Samsung Galaxy Nexus launched a decade ago this month, along with Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich. The phone and its software set the stage for the next few years of Android, pioneering features like on-screen navigation keys, face unlock, and easy multitasking. Like 2010's Nexus S, the Nex was a collaboration between Google and Samsung, which following the success of its Galaxy S line was quickly rising to a dominant position in the smartphone market. Pac-Man OnePlus Nord 2 hands-on. OnePlus new limited edition Nord 2 comes with a glow-in-the-dark back, 8-bit inspired themes and a unique stand in the box. Check out our first look at the OnePlus Nord 2 Pac-Man limited edition. 0 seconds of 55 seconds, volume 0%. For Google, it was the third Nexus phone to come to market and the first to offer LTE connectivity thanks to an exclusive partnership with Verizon in the US. For Samsung, it straddled the Galaxy S2 and S3 release cycles and cemented the company's place at the heart of the Android ecosystem while borrowing design keys from both the S2 and S3. VPN deals, lifetime license for $16, monthly plans at $1. Sponsored links. Kai P4XX Kicks Rang Riachi HMD Wang Roy Undalai, Nissan, Sonfime Time. The front-loading of Galaxy and the phone's branding also gave the growing Samsung brand extra prominence. Source: Alex Adobe. Android Central. The most striking feature of the Galaxy Nexus was what wasn't there. Visually, the most striking feature of the Galaxy Nexus was what wasn't there. It was the first Android phone to do away with buttons on the front face of the device. At that time, pretty much every Android phone included capacitive or physical keys for navigation. On the Nex, these were replaced by back, home, and recent apps keys and software as part of the navigation paradigm that would stick around all the way until gesture navigation was introduced in Android 9 Pie. The new recent navigation key had previously debuted in the tablet-focused Android 3.0 Honeycomb, but an ice cream sandwich it made multitasking on phones far quicker and easier than ever before. Source: Alex Adobe. Android Central. The move to a buttonless front face gave the Nexus a clean appearance from the front, the only blemish in its curved glass panel being the earphone jack-up. On the rear, the phone was basically a larger, curvier Galaxy S2. A wedge-shaped area down below housed much of the PCB, as well as USB and headphone ports. While the removable back panel was furnished in the same hyperskin textured plastic as the S2. For the time, the Galaxy Nexus hardware was pretty nice, albeit in an extremely plasticky way. Then again, though, it was 2011, and plastic was the default setting for most Android phone manufacturers. And as the bare-bones front face of the Nex might have suggested, the software was far more important. Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich was a complete visual and structural redesign for Google's mobile OS, introducing the new Holo design language, the Roboto font that's still used today on most Android phones, and sci-fi-inspired turquoise color palette. Holo was the brainchild of Matias Duarte, who joined Google in late 2010 and has led the company's design efforts over the past decade. Source: Alex Adobe. Android Central. Holo and Roboto looked right at home on the Nexus' fancy HD display. The new UI impressed, at the time, on Samsung's latest HD Super AMOLED displays, one of the first high-density OLEDs in a smartphone. Though not the very best, Samsung reserved its top panels for the original Galaxy Note. The vibrant colors and deep blacks were a great fit for Holo. We asked ourselves, for the first time, what is the soul of Android, said Matias Duarte at the Hong Kong launch event. We wanted simple typographic layouts with plenty of white space, eliminating lines and boxes and unnecessary decoration. And we wanted to imbue everything with subtle animation and delightful flourishes to really make Android come alive. Source: Google. Speaking at that same event, Android founder Andy Rubin told the press, the engineering teams lived in one building when we built this product. We were really one team. Samsung's own processor wasn't used in this product though. Instead, the team opted for the more open-source friendly Texas Instruments OMAP 4460 chip. Ironically, the use of an OMAP chip would ultimately cut the Nexus lifespan short. TI exited the smartphone processor business in 2012, leaving devices without an upgrade path past Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. By the standards of the time, admittedly, during the era of pervasive Android lag on a lot of phones, the Galaxy Nexus felt ridiculously quick. The update to Android 4.1 Jelly Bean in spring 2012 helped iron out a few remaining performance kinks, helping the phone maintain a smooth 60 frames per second even while powering an HD resolution display. Source: Alex Adobe. Android Central. By the standards of the time, this phone felt ridiculously quick. The phone's camera was more of a mixed bag. Google highlighted the Nexus' zero-shutter lag photography and promotional materials, but even by 2011 standards, its 5-megapixel rear shooter took low-resolution photos. And while the front-facing camera allowed Google to pioneer Face Unlock long before the likes of the iPhone X, the feature worked so unreliably that it even failed during its live demo at the launch event. Nevertheless, the Galaxy Nexus remained popular among early Android fans. This was a Nexus, after all, with a guaranteed day one updates to future Android versions, and it boasted untarnished, straight-from-Google, stock Android software at a time when heavy, ugly manufacturer skins were the norm. Sure, you'd have to deal with a relatively crummy camera and not great battery life, unless you imported the extended battery that Samsung only sold in Korea, but that didn't seem like such a big deal in 2011. At the time, I was smitten with my Nexus, summing up the device as one of the best Android phones of the time. If, like many of us, you've been constantly holding out for that next big thing in the Android world, I wrote in November 2011, this is your signal to stop waiting and reach for your wallet. The Galaxy Nexus is the Android phone you want to own in 2012. Source: Alex Adobe, Android Central. One company that wasn't a huge fan, however, was Apple. At the height of the early 2010 smartphone wars, the Galaxy Nexus quickly became a target for Cupertino's lawyers, who sought to establish the Nexus as infringing upon Apple's patents in an effort to shut down the broader Android ecosystem. As a result, the phone was briefly banned in the US in mid-2012 following a court-granted injunction, before swiftly returning to sale. Apple failed in subsequent attempts to halt sales throughout 2012 and into 2013, though by that time, the device had been replaced with the LG-made Nexus 4. Although the Galaxy Nexus didn't sell in huge numbers, nor enjoy a particularly long lifespan, it nevertheless stands out as a high point in the early growth of the Android ecosystem. Without the Nexus ice cream sandwich, there'd be no Galaxy S3 or HTC One. Ultimately, the third Nexus was popular among the Android faithful for many of the same reasons as the Pixel 6 Pro. It offered pure Google Android software, and quick performance backed up by some of the best Samsung-sourced hardware, ready for 180Hz gaming. MediaTek calls out Qualcomm with new Dimensity 9000 flagship chipset. On Thursday, MediaTek announced its new 2022 flagship chipset, the Dimensity 9000. It will enable some cutting-edge new features, including ray tracing, 320MP cameras, and 180Hz refresh rates. Greatness awaits. PS5 review. Untapped potential with a revolutionary controller. Sony's PS5 is leaps and bounds ahead of its predecessors, as it should be. With a blazing fast SSD, a great launch lineup of games, and a sleek UI, its clear future is here. Didn't we just upgrade to Wi-Fi 6? MediaTek to demo Wi-Fi 7 at CES touts 2.4x speed boost over Wi-Fi 6. During Thursday's MediaTek Summit, the company announced that it would be one of the first companies to move into the Wi-Fi 7 space with both speed increases and improvements to avoid interference with other networks. Don't flip out. No need to flip out, just get a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 screen protector. Samsung's new factory-installed PET screen protector on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is quite an improvement over the previous generations, but you still need some extra protection. Here are the best third-party screen protectors to keep your new phone's folding display extra safe.